Hello everyone and welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to review the data literacy fundamentals track from DataCamp. Now in this review we're going to learn what is a data literacy and why it's important and how do you become a data literate. Now this track is special because it's a theoretical track, which means it doesn't have courses which are practical, no, it's just a bunch of videos and some exercises and that's it. Basically they're like a foundation. It's going to make a solid foundation for you in the field of data. Now what is a data literacy? Data literacy basically means that it's the ability for you to read and understand and create and communicate data as an information. If you want to become a data scientist or data analyst, you need to know how to interpret the data. You need to know about data literacy, which is basically how to read the charts, how to read the reports, type of data, type of tools, and this type of stuff before you actually start learning data analyst or data scientist. So for example, if you are completely beginner, you have no idea about data science or data analyst, and you want to become a data analyst or data scientist, before you even start the practical track, which is machine learning with Python track from DataCamp, or data analyst with Python track from DataCamp, or data scientist with Python track in DataCamp, I would highly recommend that you take this track, because this track is a theoretical track. It's basically gonna tell you what is the data science, how it's used, application of data science in many industries, how to create the data, and how the data is created, how to collect the data, the type of tools we use, the type of softwares we use, type of charts, this type of stuff. It's very important for you to know before you even start practical courses. So data literacy, basically, as I said, the ability for you to read and understand and interpret the reports that are being generated by the softwares like Tableau or any chart. What is a data literacy? So let's just take a little bit time and see. And skills and competencies. You need to know about data sharing, data citation, culture, ethics is very important. We're dealing with data, we have some critical data. How do we evaluate our decision based on the data? Critical thinking, data collection, the type of sources you can collect the data. If you're working in a company, you can take the data from their data marts, ERPs, data warehouses, social media. Type that we can get the data, and how we evaluate the data. Things like is the data correct, data security, all this stuff. We have data-driven decision making, how we take decisions based on our data, the type of tools that we are using in our organization. Are we using ERP to collect the data? Are we using Google Data Studio or Power BI from Microsoft? If you're doing some machine learning, are we using Python, R, or open source programming languages, or we're using like Microsoft Azure or RapidMiner or Alteryx? So all these things, data visualization, data interpretation, which is understanding the data, which means that you should know at least the basic statistics so you can understand the charts and you can read the data. All this comes under the umbrella of data literacy and their skills. You have data management. How do you manipulate the data? We convert the data from format to format. Like when I was working on my master thesis, I had the data on JSON files. JSON. Now I can obviously open this file and play with it, but then I had to transform it into a CSV file after I took the features that I wanted. So this is the data conversion. Sometimes when you get the data from let's say Twitter, it's going to be very ugly, so you have to clean it and then you save it in the format that you're comfortable with, which is usually CSV file. Data security, how the organization are dealing with data preservation, how do you preserve the data, archive it, having an understanding of data, introduction to the data. These are all part of data literacy. So if you are a data scientist or data analyst and you're about to enter a new organization, you have to make sure that they do have a data management or data government, or it's going to be chaotic. So all this comes under the umbrella of data literacy. Now I reviewed a lot of tracks from DataCamp, but then I'm happy that they are making this. I mean, these courses were already available in DataCamp, but they collected it and made a whole track which called data literacy. And I'm telling you guys, if before you even start taking the practical courses, you have to take this track, so you can have a broad overview about data science and how it's used in organization. And then when you find out that yes, this is the path I want to pursue, and this is the field that I want to take, then you take the practical courses or tracks. Why data literacy is important? Because not only your organization can make decisions based on the facts when data is literate, but users are able to experiment with the data to uncover new insights and opportunities. Putting data to use, not just collecting it, and the key to the future of your business. Yeah, so basically you're not just taking decisions based on the data that you have, it's also your consumers can get the benefit of this type of data. In sales, for example, like when I went to a pharmacy and after I bought a couple of stuff, the guy, the pharmacist, told me that there are sale on some diabetic medicine or devices, something like that. And I'm like, dude, I'm not diabetic. He's like, no, but according to your card or the loyalty rewards system, you always buy diabetic medicine. It turned out that I was actually buying these medicine for my mom, and their algorithms find out that whoever using this card is a diabetic. So only for me, they're having a special sale for diabetic people. So they don't just collect the data and they benefited from it, but also I was benefiting from the sale. This is exactly what data literate or data literacy means. Now we took a general overview about data literacy. Now the question is, how do you become a data literate? You can read books, which is I highly recommend, theoretical books, not the practical books. Like practical books going to be like from O'Reilly or Pact Publishing. Manning is also good, but you can read some the university textbooks. They have a very good theoretical topics about data literate. You can read the DM book, which is Data Management Book of Knowledge. You can read a lot of books about data literacy itself, or the best thing is to attend webinars for business case studies. I found this on Pluralsight website. Pluralsight is like LinkedIn Learning. They have courses and they also have webinars. We also have DataCamp webinars. You can check DataCamp webinars. And you have something called Simple Learn. You can find it on YouTube. Simple Learn, they also have nice webinars. You can attend these webinars so you can know how the companies are using data and improving their business. Or you can take the DataCamp theoretical courses. Right now I'm going to show you and review each course they have in their track and in details, and I already took them and I benefited them from. So let's jump in to the platform and review the courses. Let's start this video. Now, if you go to DataCamp and then you just search for data literacy fundamentals, you're gonna have a skill track. Now they have career track and they have a skill track. Now the difference between career track and skill track, let's just click on it and let's see. Basically in career track, they have track for the career itself. Like if you want to become data scientist, you have data scientist with R, and you have data scientist with Python also here. Okay, you want to become data analyst, you have data analyst with Python, and you have data analyst with R. So it's like a career, I mean the job description itself. You want to become a Python programmer? Here, take this track, 16 courses, 62 hours, and they're gonna teach you, I mean, mostly everything. Not everything, but mostly in Python. Whatever the courses they have in Python, they're gonna group it and put it in this track. Okay, but we also have something called skill tracks. Now, what is a skill tracks? Right now, I'm enrolled in this one, which is amazing, guys, amazing. Because right now I'm taking an immersive course in data science, and we just enrolled into statistics for data science, and we're using R. So I'm learning from DataCamp and from that course also. So here it's going to teach you statistics, but using R. Usually people teach you statistics using SPSS or Excel, but this track is going to let's just click on it and see. Going to teach you everything they have in statistics, but in R. There is an overview. Okay, we're going to start with introduction to data in R, and then EDA in R, and then correlation, regression, multiple regression. All the courses they have which explain statistics in R, they're gonna put it here. Okay, but we are talking about data literacy. Now, look here. Data science for everyone. Machine learning for everyone. Did you see this brain logo? This brain logo means that this course is a theoretical course. They have I think 6 or 7 courses which are theoretical. Let's just go and click and find out about all the theoretical courses they have. You can see here theory, the brain, as I said, and look here. I took all the courses. See these check marks. The last one they had, which is like 2 or 3 weeks ago from today's date, it's cloud computing for everyone. Now they have something called data science for business and data science for everyone. Machine learning for business, machine learning for everyone, data visualization for everyone, data engineering for everyone, and cloud computing for everyone. A quick overview. Now data science for business and machine learning for business, they do overlap, but there is a difference. There is a difference between machine learning and data science. Data science is much broader or more general. Data science for everyone and machine learning for everyone, basically they're telling you how machine learning and data science is used in general and in our life, mobile devices, technology, this stuff. But for business, data science for business and machine learning for business, how the organization can improve their processes, and they increase their sales by applying machine learning in their organization, whether there were retails, manufacturing organizations and stuff. So these are more concentrated in business, while these are more generic. Data visualization is basically going to tell you the importance of data visualization, the type of libraries we can use, how you should pick the colors, and which type of charts to use in which type of data. Data engineering for everyone. This one is amazing, guys. It basically tells you what do data engineers do, what type of skills you should know. So data engineering basically is the guy who is the person who grabs the data for the data analyst, and then data analyst would apply some statistical analysis, and then he give it to machine learning or data scientist. So data engineer is the first one in the process, the person who grabs the data, who collects the data from different sources. If I'm working in a company, let's say I have a mobile device company, and I want some data, I can take the data from my ERP, from my data warehouses. I can take it from the social media. The person who grabs all the data from different sources, from different formats, and collect all the stuff is the data engineer. And then we have cloud computing for everyone. Now you're going to be telling me why the cloud computing exists in DataCamp. So cloud computing, basically it's explained to you the fundamentals of cloud computing. What is a cloud computing? Why now organizations are using cloud computing? A type of cloud computing: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. And then in data science, especially in deep learning, when we do deep learning, we don't have access to a supercomputer or a very strong computer, so we end up using Google Colab, Amazon SageMaker, Kaggle notebooks, this type of Kaggle kernels, this type of platform, which are all based on cloud computing. So basically this course is telling you that how cloud computing is used in the field of machine learning and data science, and how it's helping. I mean, right now I can just open a free Google Colab notebook, Jupyter notebook, and start doing my deep learning project without even having an expensive PC. So cloud computing does help a lot in the field of machine learning and data science. Now, let's go back to our track. Data literacy fundamentals. We have the first course is called Data Science for Everyone. Let's just click on it and check what is it all about. Introduction to, obviously, if it's a theoretical course, it's going to start with introduction to data science. What is a data science? Customer segmentation. What is a customer segmentation? Building customer service chatbots. See here in general, it's explaining to you that which is the applications of data science used in companies and in our lives. You have Alexa, Google Assistant, self-driving cars, okay, investment research, data science roles and tools. We have data scientist, we have data analyst, we have data engineer, we have machine learning engineer. Classify data task, which task is machine learning, which task is deep learning, which task is data analysis, this type of stuff. What is an A/B testing? So, as I said, data science, data literacy track. If you are interested in that, in the world of data, you want to become data analyst, data engineer, business analyst, quantitative analyst, whatever you want to pursue a career in a field where they use data and extract information from it, you need to take this track, period. Okay, so data science for everyone is gonna be the first course. Basically, it's gonna be the foundation course. It's gonna tell you what is a data science, and then it's gonna be what the data sources. As I remember in the PowerPoint that I said, you should learn how do we collect the data, how do we store the data, data sources, from where do we get the data, type of data, categorical, images, videos, surveys, whatever. Okay, here you have everything. And then how do you prepare the data? Like data engineer, and he takes the data from let's say social media, okay, from Twitter. How does he prepare the data? How he saved it in which format, so the data analyst can start doing his mojo. And how do we visualize that data? Visual EDA, numeric EDA. What is an EDA? Exploratory data analysis. What are dashboards? How dashboards can be improved? What is the benefit of dashboards? Basically, usually used in business analysts and stuff, but it's still, again, general information. What is an A/B testing? This thing is used everywhere, and you're gonna learn it. And I think in statistics in our track also, there's a whole course. I took a whole course in Python, I think, or in R, from DataCamp. They do have an entire course about this thing, which is very important. What is a statistical significance? Basically, in the chapter 4, it's going to be more as a statistical stuff, and what is a supervised, what is a clustering, what is a model evaluation, only generic stuff. You're gonna end up learning all these things in much details when you take the data scientist with Python track or machine learning with Python track. But here they give you like a general overview. As I said, this is the first course in the first track you should take. Okay, after you finish this one, we're gonna go to machine learning for everyone. See, all theoretical courses, but yalla. Okay, machine learning for everyone. What is a machine learning? Machine learning modules. How do we improve the performance? What is supervised? We took that supervised, unsupervised, and the data science for everyone. Here we're taking it in a little bit much more details. But again, as I said, it's only theoretical. There are no coding required, no nothing. Even the exercises that you take here is going to be like drag and drop or fill in a blank. Not fill in a blank. Let's just take here. Choose. Okay. I just click on it. Like, what is it? Based on the information, you can work in banking, help become smart loans, traditional machine learning. Yeah. And then you have a video explaining to you computer vision.
Previous lesson.
Computer vision is a part of a deep learning where they deal with data of videos and images. Let's just see.
Mentioned that deep learning is especially well suited for working with images and text. In this lesson, we'll focus on images and how they are used in computer vision applications.
You can also get the slides from here. The slides that are using it, you can get it from here. See?
So, what is computer vision? The goal of computer vision is to help computers see and understand the content of digital images. Computer vision is necessary to enable, for example, self-driving cars.
Like in Tesla, basically Tesla uses computer vision in general, especially in auto drive. So, as I said, this course, the machine learning for everyone, is like telling you that what is a machine learning, the type of machine learning, supervised learning, unsupervised learning, a little bit applications of deep learning and supervised learning, this type of stuff, which is a general information about machine learning. After this course, we're going to take data visualization for everyone. Visualization distribution. As I said, statistics, all about statistics. How do you visualize histograms? What is a histogram? What is a box plot? How to interpret histogram? It's going to be much better if you have a little bit background in statistics. If you don't know, you can just go and take the introduction statistics course here. Statistics, not statistical thinking. Statistics. You know what? Just go to the track, the introduction statistics in R, and take the first course. That's it. Okay, or you can just go to Khan Academy or any type of but it's available here. Wait, let me just show you. Custom track, no, skill track. Yeah, statistics fundamentals with R. You can just take this course and this course, and you're gonna be able to do fine. As I said, the color and the shape. How do you choose the color? Which type of chart you use for which type of data, and then it's gonna give you a little bit like a case study, and just put some pie plots and stuff like this. It's like general information. You're gonna take much more details when you pick a path for machine learning with Python, or data scientist with Python, or the R1 in data visualization. You're gonna take in R, you're going to learn ggplot2. In Python, you're going to learn matplotlib, seaborn. I think you can also learn bouquet, but matplotlib and seaborn, definitely you're going to take all these things in much more details. But as I said, this track is like for beginners, for people who are just starting in the field of data science. And even if you are an experienced one, you can also get use of this track, as it's going to give you a good solid foundation. Now let's just go and check the last course. Do we have data engineering for everyone? Here, what is the data engineering? As I said, it's a guy who prepared the data pipelines, and what is different from data engineering and data scientist? Okay, how the data engineer store the data? One of the skills that he's going to be using in SQL. Dealing with Linux servers, this type of stuff, shell, processing data, connecting the data, parallel computing, cloud computing, how he uses cloud computing to get the data. So this is a very interesting, I really enjoyed it. Let's just click on this one, data engineer and data science. Basically data engineer is the one who gets the data, and data science is the one who does the entire thing. Like data engineer get the data analyst apply the statistics on the data and get some information and prepare the data for the data scientist, and data science come and do his magic, which is basically applying machine learning algorithms on the data and get the information he wants. We're just going to see what the video is going to say.
Great job on these exercises. In the previous lesson, we got acquainted with how the data flows through an organization, focused on the data engineer's responsibilities, and quickly mentioned data scientists. To prevent the confusion and assumptions that come with buzzwords, let's clarify then run experiments or build prep so that data scientists can spot flicks.
Just like I told you, it's the guy who gets the data, and this one is the one who exploits the data, or he checks the data. This guy is the one who set up the database. Let's say I'm working for a retail company and I want a bunch of data which happened last month. Obviously, data engineer is not going to give me the entire access to the database. He's just going to make a small data set for me, or database, and he's going to take all the information that I wanted, and he's going to make a small version of the database that I can play with it only for the attributes and the data I want. Like if I want for the last month, he's going to go to the main database and he's going to extract those information, that data, and make it in a small data set or database. He's going to give me access to that database. He'll be like, for this project, you will find all the data you need in this database. If you want more, you can ask me and I'll update the database and you will have access to it. But he will never going to give me a full access for the database. This guy is the one who built the data pipelines, which is basically how he gets the data, and I use the pipelines to extract the data and get it. So this is the difference between data engineer and data scientist. So again, you can check the first. One of the things I like about DataCamp, each course they have, the first chapter is always free. So you can use the link in the description below and make a free account. And just go to the Data Engineer for Everyone course here. Just search and click on it and enroll and watch the entire first chapter. You like it? Buy it. They have monthly subscription, they have yearly subscription. Now I would prefer that you go for the yearly, even in the yearly is like very cheap. I mean, if you check the other platforms, DataCamp and DataQuest are the cheapest one. So check the first, make a free account. Okay, make a free account. Don't buy anything. Make a free account. Check the first chapter. You like it? Buy it. Or I already explained everything here in this detailed video. Or you can check all my other review in this channel. And if you like it, just immediately go and buy it and start learning. Believe me, it's worth it. I've been learning from DataCamp since 2017 and they keep updating. And I'm recording this video in 20 October and they said they're going to change their logo, they're going to change their entire website. Bunch of courses are already changed. For example, if you take this course, Data Engineer for Everyone, and you come back after 2 to 3 weeks, you're gonna see that they already added a chapter or just added a video or stuff like this. You're going to see that it's not 100%, it's like 98 or 97, which means they added another video. So you just go and check and get the certificate again. So I would highly recommend you guys check this data literacy track. It's very, very important, guys. If you wanna, even if you want to become data scientist or data analyst, you want to become business analyst, you want to become a quantitative analyst, you just want to become a guy who uses data to extract information, you have to take this track. As explained to you, everything how it's done in the organization. You can check my other reviews from DataCamp and DataQuest and Pluralsight on my channel. Make sure to use the link in the description below. You might get a discount. Depends on DataCamp. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye bye.